What's good, Bears fans? Welcome back to another episode of Bears Media Co. I am your host, Brent C. And let me tell you something, Bears fans. On a Sunday in which we had every opportunity to win a game against the Baltimore Ravens, the Chicago Bears and Caleb Williams fell flat on their face. Now, was it all Caleb's fault? Absolutely not. The coaching was particularly bad in this game, in my opinion. The play calling was very, very suspect in this game. And the run game, well, let's just say it wasn't even possible on this day. And going forward, who knows? Maybe we'll get a run game going, maybe not. But one thing is for sure, Caleb Williams is definitely going to have to play better. Absolutely. Now, Bears fans, stick with me on this one. Ben Johnson, our head coach, came here to work with Caleb Williams because he knew there was a special talent that Caleb had. And that as a quarterback, hey, you couldn't ask for much more with the tangibles. Great arm, fast processor, but he has his faults. He's young. We all know he loves to play the hero ball. We know this. The question becomes, when will he be able to play with discipline? Now, going into the game against Baltimore once again, no Lamar Jackson. You won most of the battle right there. And then what Ben Johnson said in his first news conference of the week, listen, we have to play better. Of course, we've heard that every single game. Now, I'm not one to keep harping on something, but every time the coaches get in front of the camera, they're talking about playing with discipline, playing up to fundamentals. The Chicago Bears have not been able to do that yet for a full 60 minutes. As Ben said, hey, in the game against Baltimore, the Bears defense played 3.5 quarters. So that left 7.5 minutes where a third string, Mr. Huntley, he just came in and did just enough to get them over the hump. Now, Caleb Williams, we all know, quarterback of the future for our Chicago Bears. But who is going to be the running back going forward for our Chicago Bears? Because listen, DeAndre Swift against a very fundamental Baltimore defense, he just looked, even though, 3.8 yards a carry, 11 carries for about 45 yards. I don't know. That wasn't enough. Caleb, 3 rushes, 24 yards or whatnot, and it just was not good, Bears fans. And I have to say this, as much as I harp and get on Dennis Allen, our defensive coordinator, what was that? When you talk about playing 3.5 quarters of football to fall apart, listen, we need all phases to work in tandem to get wins in this league. The defense did their part. No turnovers in this game, but they did enough to slow down Derrick Henry. Even though, as I said, most of his yards came in the second half, and most of all of our offense yards came in the second half. So, listen, we did what we could, but in the end, it still wasn't good enough. And penalties. Penalties continue to be a problem for this team. Now, Theo Benedict, I've talked about him multiple times. He'll have a good game, then he has to have 2 or more penalties to play this game. I don't get it. I don't know how he just messes up from time to time. But I mean, we talked about Braxton Jones. Not very good on the bull rush, but listen, Theo, he plays very good when he is disciplined and following just fundamental football will get him and the Chicago Bears. It will take us places that we all want to go. Now, where is that? We definitely, at this point, we can still make the playoffs. The problem, we still have games to play. And that, Bears fans, I don't know. I don't know what we can do. I'm always optimistic, but the amount of injuries that we have on this team is unbelievable. I mean, to start the Baltimore game on the kickoff, the opening kickoff, Dominic Robinson, our backup defensive end, he gets hurt, knee, got out for the game. I mean, that was just unbelievable. Well, I've never seen anything like that. But later in the game, Shamar Turner, he gets hurt, and now he's out for the rest of the year with an ACL injury. So the injury bug definitely is taking its toll on the Chicago Bears. Now, Ben Johnson, like I said in his press conference, he said that, hey, even he has to get better with the play calling. He was not happy with his play calling because, as he said, he put us in the wrong spots, made the wrong calls, and believe it or not, he was confused about what the Baltimore defense was putting out there in front of our offense. Now, I didn't think that would be possible because we all know Ben Johnson is a creative genius when it comes to offense. But hey, we're all human. So there's that. Now, the one thing that most people want to talk about, Caleb Williams, our quarterback, did not have a very good game. Didn't get over 100 yards passing till almost the end of the first half. Now listen, I've been watching football a very long time, and quarterbacks, they have their up and downs. But getting into the red zone, our quarterback just doesn't seem to get things done. I don't understand it. I mean, we were on the 3-yard line and we could not get in, and that is not going to work. As a captain of this team, Caleb Williams has to take more responsibility and accountability of scoring touchdowns for this offense. I mean, sometimes I know we cannot guarantee that our running backs are going to punch it in. And in this game, it proved to be true. The running backs could not get in. Even though DeAndre Swift scored a touchdown, listen, we have to get better when we get in the red zone. I mean, 6 points in the first quarter or so, after we march down the field, come on. We have to do better. We will be better. It's a long season. I mean, we still, at 4-3, still have 10 games to go. So we'll see, Bears fans. Now, you let me know down below. Leave me a comment. What is the problem with Caleb, and can it be fixed? And then I want to know one more thing. Is Ben Johnson trying to do too much? Because listen, I understand he likes to trick plays, but putting DJ Moore in the running back position, that is not his forte. That is not it. Can we please retire that thought process of putting DJ Moore, our number 1B wide receiver, in the backfield? We need to be throwing the football to him down the field. I mean, what is it when people get to Chicago Bears, coaches that is, and they haven't heard of this thing called a slant? You're going to have 3 wide receivers out there. Why not send one across the middle? There's a thought. Also, tight ends. We got a great tight end in our rookie. Why are we playing him toward the boundaries? For a guy his size, 6'5", about 250, why aren't we sending him up the seam? What is a safety or a nickel cornerback? What are they going to do with him? Not much. So it's something to think about, Bears fans. And, one last thing. We all know that I said time and time again, it takes all three phases to get this team to play 60 minutes of football. Why can't we get all three phases to do that? I don't understand. Even special teams, they weren't very good against Baltimore. I don't know if it was just who we were playing or I don't know. I really don't know, Bears fans. So listen, we're going to talk a little bit more about this later. But for now, I'm going to get up out of here and let you enjoy the rest of your day. So from me to you, as always, peace.